I've already asked Google what the biggest wastes of money are. That video is linked below. But today I wanted to see the biggest wastes of money, according to ChatGPT. Waste is a relative term, of course. You know what they say? One man's waste is another man's waste not, or whatever. It came up with 15 ideas, some overlapping with Google's take. But there are also some unique ones here. Tell me which ones you love to waste your money on. Number 1. High-interest credit card debt. This is going to show up at the top of every list, and for good reason. Every time you have to pay interest on your credit card, you're basically lighting your money on fire. The best thing to do is to pay your cards off in full every month. But I realize that's not possible if you've already gotten yourself in a sticky debt situation. The next best thing to do is to pay as much extra on your card each month as you can. If you have more than one credit card, you can try one of the two famous payoff methods, snowball or avalanche. Here's an article from Wells Fargo that compares the two methods. It doesn't matter which one you choose as long as it's one you'll stick with. Number 2. Extended warranties. A few people came after me when I mentioned this one in a previous video, but most of the time extended warranties aren't necessary. If something's going to break, it's going to break 2 days after your warranty ends. Number 3. Brand new cars. This is another one where a few people disagreed in a previous video. I understand wanting to have safety and security with a new car, which isn't guaranteed, but you can find very good used cars for a discounted price. Some people say it's hard to find those, but it's a matter of taking the time to look and being patient for the right opportunity. I'm no expert on cars, but I've seen people score great deals by simply being willing to wait and search. It's possible. You just have to dig. Number 4. Buying coffee every day. Here's what ChatGPT said about this one. $5 lattes times 5 days by 50 weeks equals $1,250 a year. That's a whole vacation. It's not wrong. Those coffees add up. At the same time, I get the addiction. I make coffee at home first thing in the morning. But I almost always get a Starbucks too. My home coffee gets me going, but the Starbucks is like a special treat after my daily walk. I know it's a waste of money, but it's something I enjoy. Sometimes money is meant to be wasted on the pleasures in life. As long as you can afford it, why not? Number 5. Streaming services you don't use. I was just thinking about this yesterday. Do we really need Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, Disney Plus, Apple TV, and Amazon Prime, plus cable? Turns out we didn't have Paramount, and Apple TV was a special free offer that will be canceled soon. But they all have something different to like. I mean, someone should bundle these up and charge a lower price, like cable. Number 6. Fast fashion. I have to say, I've got a few shirts from Shein that I've worn for years and they're still holding up. The quality surprised me. Not everything from fast fashion brands is durable. Check reviews before buying, and there are ethical issues like labor practices and environmental impact. But my experience has been decent. I haven't had any issues with the quality. I'm sure that's not the case for everything. Check the reviews before you buy. And I know there are other ethical issues with the clothes. But I was impressed by what I got, so I personally struggle with this one. If I go to Old Navy, the quality of the clothes isn't any better. In fact, I asked Perplexity AI if Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic are fast fashion. They're all under the Gap Ink brand, and it said yes. Here's a handy chart it gave. According to Precision Business Insights, fast fashion market size was valued at $43.4 billion in 2024 and is expected to reach $63.2 billion by 2031. This equates to about 15% of the market. What do you think about this one? Is fast fashion a waste of money? Is it a waste if the clothes last several years? Number 7. Gambling apps and lotteries. I enjoy a casual bet for fun, but gambling could top any biggest wastes of money list. The dream of winning big is thrilling, but the odds are brutal. I hit a jackpot once and it was exciting, but it tricked me into thinking I could keep winning. The longer you play, the more you lose. Set a strict budget and treat gambling like entertainment, not a side hustle. Lottery odds can be worse than 1 in 300 million. And apps use addictive designs to keep you hooked. A 2024 study found 60% of gambling app users overspend due to in-the-moment impulses. If you play, use only disposable income, set timers, and never chase losses. Alternatively, try low-stakes hobbies like board games or skill-based challenges for similar thrills. Some say lotteries fund public services, but only a fraction of proceeds typically goes there. How do you keep gambling fun without it draining your wallet? Number 8. Meal delivery apps, DoorDash, Uber Eats, etc. I love ChatGPT's snarky blurb about this one. You're paying double for cold fries. Bingo! That's how I feel too. It's nice to pay for that convenience sometimes, especially if you're not feeling well. But the cost can really add up if you do it too often. I know some people hate cooking, but it's not hard to follow directions in a recipe. Like with anything in life, the more you do it, the better you get. And you can really save time, money, and headaches if you come up with a simple meal plan each week. It's easy to do. Number 9. Gym memberships you don't use. ChatGPT's quip hits hard. You're not getting fit by donating $29.99 a month. Too true. Exercise.com says 67% of people don't use their gym memberships, and 50% quit within 6 months. I was in that 50%. Driving to the gym in bad weather felt like a chore, and some gym goers, like the person hovering over my machine, made it less than pleasant. So I ditched the membership and switched to outdoor workouts, my Peloton, and YouTube videos. Investing in health is never a bad idea, but only if you use the tools. If gyms work for you, great. Commit to a routine to make it worth it. If not, there are cheaper alternatives: bodyweight exercises, free fitness apps, or even secondhand equipment. The key is consistency, not the price tag. Also, consider the social aspect. Some people thrive in gym communities while others prefer solo workouts. If you're on the fence, try a trial pass before committing. What's your fitness setup, and how do you make sure you're getting your money's worth? Number 10. Subscription boxes. I kind of thought subscription boxes died out, but according to Market Research Future, United States subscription box market is projected to grow from $22.96 billion in 2025 to $75.87 billion by 2034, exhibiting a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 14.20% during the forecast period, 2025 to 2034. Additionally, the market size for United States subscription box market was valued at $20.1 billion US dollars in 2024, $22.96 billion. With a B? I guess I thought wrong about them dying out. I used to have a couple of the subscription boxes, and they were a great idea for the sellers. While it was fun to get a box full of new stuff in the mail every month, I quickly realized the stuff I was given was samples that the companies would normally give away for free. I paid for a subscription to get free stuff. It's genius marketing, but terrible for my wallet. Here are some of the most popular subscription boxes according to ChatGPT Ipsy: Stitch Fix, HelloFresh, Blue Apron, BarkBox, and Dollar Shave Club. While these can be a waste of money if you don't use what's inside the box, I can understand how some of these could be helpful. I've looked into getting something like HelloFresh many times, but could never fully justify the cost. Number 11. Overpriced grooming products. Guys, let's talk beard oil and skincare. Some stuff is worth paying for. Quality razors, good moisturizer, maybe a decent hair product. But other times, you're just paying for branding. A $60 face serum probably isn't doing anything a $12 version can't. You don't need 10 steps. You need 2 or 3 solid ones that work for you. Don't let clever marketing turn hygiene into a luxury bill. Number 12. Drinks at bars or restaurants. I would also like to add restaurants to this. Alcohol is expensive anyway, but the price gets jacked way up if you have it at a bar or a restaurant. I'm taking a break from alcohol right now, but when I was drinking it, a glass of wine with a standard 6-ounce pour was about $14 per glass for the cheapest option. And let's be real, who stops at just one glass? And that's why I'm taking a break. LOL, I could buy an entire bottle of wine for the same price as one glass. Cocktail prices are just as bad, and they only give you a 1.5 to 2.0 ounce shot of liquor in those. If you're out at the club, you're probably going to have several drinks. And don't forget that all logic and reasoning go out the window when you've had a few drinks in you, which may cause you to buy even more. That's going to add up fast. Like with gambling, maybe have a budget for how much you'll drink just your spend, and hope that you'll remember to follow it. And finally, keeping up with the Joneses. Per ChatGPT, they're broke too, just prettier on Instagram. Status is a major thing for humans for some reason. I assume back in the caveman days, the man who could kill the biggest beast would win the prettiest cave ladies, who could also cook the best stew. I think it's just ingrained in our DNA to try to be better than everyone else. A little competition is a good thing. It's not bad to try to be better, as long as it isn't causing you or other people harm. The problem is that in 2025, keeping up with the Joneses is creating a lot of financial harm for many people. Clubbing deer over the head is one thing. Paying 22% plus interest on a $4,000 Louis Vuitton bag is another. And I know I'll get comments saying, I don't worry about what other people think, but we all do to some degree. I recommend being the best person you can be without needing to shop at Louis Vuitton if you can't afford it. Show off by being in great physical health, having a source of income you enjoy, and being happy. I think it's fascinating to see what the biggest wastes of money are according to different sources. More to come. While many of them overlap, credit card interest is always going to be on the list. Sometimes unique ones appear that I never thought about. Subscription boxes in this case. The point of these lists isn't to shame you into feeling bad for every purchase you make. It's to help you see what's important or not important to spend your money on. You might love going out to bars and don't mind budgeting for that, while someone else loves to get a subscription to HelloFresh so they don't have to think too hard about dinner. As long as you can afford it, why not spend money on things you like?